I'm going to tell you something very few people know about. And if you take this in, you really think about this, and you go ahead and study it a bit for yourself, it is going to be of great benefit to you in your life. And we are, in order to improve, get better, we have to learn, obviously. And we want to improve as well, but where, at what mental state, or at what point is it that we achieve maximum potential of growth? At what point do we grow the fastest? How do I learn the fastest? How do I grow as a person, human being, the fastest? And that is the secret I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to use a relationship as to compare this, to explain this, to try and make it easily digested. So, in a relationship, you have some relationships that are very supportive, that the partners, they support each other in everything and are so supportive. There's nothing but supporting of the other person, and you think that's great. That's what a relationship should be. Okay, good. And you have relationships where there's a lot of challenge, where the people, they challenge each other so much that it's kind of like it's a bit tiresome. Um, but the truth is that none of these are really optimal for growth, because when we humans, we just face challenge, that is not good for us. It's not healthy if you just feel challenged and are challenged all the time. But it is not good for you to feel just support either, because you don't learn. You don't learn anything if you are just supported. If you're as a kid, your parents would always tie your shoelaces. Would you ever learn to tie your shoelaces? Of course you wouldn't, because you had someone else do it for you. So you got dependent on that. You got dependent on the support that you got from your parents. Hence, you didn't learn anything. But if they just said do it yourself, and for instance, they never taught you how or gave you an opportunity to learn to know how, would you make progress? No, you wouldn't. So the maximum, if we are to grow the fastest and learn the fastest, the optimal growth is when we have occurs the maximum growth of a person, of a human being, occurs at the border of support and challenge. When the support and challenge is balanced, it's not just support, it's not just challenge, but it's on the balancing scale. When it's balanced, that's when we grow the most. And this is something that is very, it sounds super easy when I say it like this. I try to make it sound super easy, but it's, if you can really understand it, really apply it in your life, it's going to make a huge difference for you. It really is. So I want you to think about what I just said. You can rewatch the video or just look it up. Dr. John Demartini, he's an amazing guy who talks about this. He is super, super smart, and he explains it in a very good way. So once again, I'm going to recommend you the book called The Values Factor. It is beautiful. You learn so much from it. So here's another topic from that book, and I hope this made sense. I'm talking about a lot of things that probably doesn't make sense the first time you hear it on this 90-day challenge. So I hope you maybe started to understand it a bit, and that you can apply it in your life. I think you are almost better off figuring out that on yourself, how exactly you can apply it in your life. But for starters, maybe don't think of it as a bad thing when you face challenges, when your loved ones challenge you. Maybe don't think that they should always support you and never question, never challenge you. That's for starters, okay? So think about that. And with that, I hope you guys have an amazing day. And remember, if you take one step towards your goal every single day, back it up with persistence and faith in the accomplishment of the goal, there's nothing that can stop you. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.